All right, we're going to start this lesson off. I'm going to ask you something kind of weird. I'm going to ask that all of you guys stand up right now, all right? Stand up. No matter where you are, what you're doing, stand up. Okay? Raise your right hand really, really tall, as far up as you can reach. Hopefully you're standing, raising your right hand. Okay? And then now you're going to have to pick up your left leg, and so you're going to balance on your right arm, or excuse me, your right leg, all right? So hold that for me while I do this intro, all right? However long you can last. Whoever can last the longest is the winner, all right? So here we go. Try to do this for the whole lesson. Stand up with one arm and one leg. You got this, all right? We're going to do 7.1 day 2. We're going to just kind of add a new piece to this now from yesterday, where now we're going to throw it in parentheses. We were talking about just 5x plus 2x. Well, if I have something like this, let me rewrite it a little bit bigger. It's x squared plus 3x plus 5. Hopefully you're still standing on one arm and one leg. All right. Now, what we're going to do here is really, if you have parentheses, there's really, 1 there that we distribute out, right? And there's a 1 here that we distribute out. When you have the plus that you do on all of these ones, you can basically just completely disregard the parentheses and not worry about it. Because you're going to distribute out a 1, and it's going to give you x squared plus 3x plus 5. And then this one's going to be plus negative 1x squared plus 6x minus 4. From here, you're combining your like terms, just like we did yesterday. X squared and a minus x squared is, nothing. No x squareds. Right? 3x plus a 6x is 9x. Boom. And a 5 plus minus 4 is plus a 1. And so really, that's your final answer. Okay? That's basically what we talked about yesterday in a really fast and kind of unofficial, formal or informal way, because I was just making up problems. But today, you'll kind of see the plus things, right? What's new now is you're going to see the minus ones. Let me erase those. And these are all kind of excellent problems, but I'm just going to scroll down and just make up some, all right? So here we go. Let's say I had 3x squared plus 5x minus 2 and 6x squared minus 8x plus 1. Lots of math stuff, lots of numbers. If I'm adding, like I just said, you can completely disregard the plus sign. And really, I'm just actually going to do this. Bummer, move the parentheses. Let me just disregard those parentheses then. Because really what I'm doing is I'm going to be distributing out a 1 to each one. So what's 1 times 6x squared? 6x squared. What's 1 times negative 8x, right? And all that stuff. So let me just write it below here. 6x squared minus 8x plus 1. So really, this stuff is going to disappear, the parentheses stuff. And all of this just slides right up in there, and then you're just combining like terms, okay? So if I had to do that, 3x squared plus 6x squared is 9x squared. 5x minus 8x is minus 3x. And negative 2 plus 1 is minus 1, okay? All right, we got that one. Keegan, makes sense? Okay. The only difference now is instead of putting a plus, I'm going to put a minus here. And what's going to happen is now when we distribute that negative 1 out, it's going to make that a negative 6x squared. And it's going to make that a positive 8x, and it's going to make that a negative 1. Basically, the second parenthesis thing just becomes the opposite numbers, all right? So here's what a problem looks like on that one. 2x squared plus 3x plus 5 minus, let me put that in red so you really see it. It's a minus. Minus 5x squared plus 1x minus 2. Okay? really there's a 1 here, and I'm going to distribute it out, and it's going to do nothing. So basically just a copy paste of that. All right. But when I do that next one, it's going to be a -1. So really this becomes a -5x. And most people get that right, but then it's these next ones that they forget. Oh yeah, I still have a -1 that I'm timesing by that one, which makes it a -1x. And I still have a -1 times that -2, which gives me the +2. So for all of you that are just looking, I mean, it's really that became a negative, that became a negative, that became a positive, right? Those 3 signs just all changed. And so if you're comfortable in your mathematics, that you can kind of do this part in your head, you really can skip this middle step that I'm doing and just, combine like terms from up above. But regardless, let's say I have what I have, and I'm going to solve that one. Okay? So what I do now, let me extend the page. Hey, are any of you guys still standing up with your leg up? That's awesome. All right. When we combine them, 2x minus 5x squareds, of course, is -3x squareds. 3x minus 1x is plus 2x. And 5 plus 2 gives me 7. Woohoo! All done. I'm going to call that a day. You guys practice some problems that I give you. 6 minutes. This is an awesome lesson. Take care.